Good morning. Today is September the 5th. It's a Saturday. It's about 70 degrees. Nice day. And I'm not even fully in the woods yet, and I've already seen a bear cub walk across the road on the way in, so it's looking to be a good day. Today we're going to do a sweep through an area in the local vigilance area and have a look around for sign. No other real particular agenda other than that, but that's the plan for today, and we'll take you along and we'll see what we find. So we're on the trail, such as it is. It's overgrown because it's summer, but this is basically an old logging trail. I've been down this one before. I'll apologize for the hemming already because allergies and goldenrod are in effect this time of year. And until it's done, that's what it is. So, walking through, I'm going to walk to the end of the trail, have a look around, look for sign. Like I said, I've already seen a bear today, so that's kind of cool. Little guy though, basically just a cub crossing the road. Didn't see mom. But that puts one bear out of the immediate neighborhood because they're about probably a half a mile from here by now and heading in the other direction, so. No bear sighting from those two, or three. I don't know how many cubs the mother has, but I just saw the one. Weirdly, it almost looked like a dog crossing the road at first, but bears don't run like dogs. Bears run like bears. So, always kind of cool to see a bear. As long as he doesn't want to eat you. And that hasn't happened yet, so. Anyway, interesting thing seen on Facebook this morning. Steve Coles made a piece about skeptics and considering evidence in the Bigfoot phenomenon and all that. And an interesting point was raised, and I do basically agree with it. You have critically thinking individuals that consider things with skeptic goggles on when they find evidence, and that in and of itself is a healthy thing. And then you have the diehard skeptics that will find one or two facts and just debunk off of that. And the thing that was pointed out, and I've actually literally seen this myself, so I do agree with it, is that if there's a flaw in the skeptic's reasoning and you challenge him on it, they cry like little bitches, just like the most ardent of believers do. And therefore, you see a bias and a flaw in their way of thinking as much as you can on the believer's side. Both sides are susceptible to this. And I find that interesting. But that's about all I'm aware of going on in the Bigfoot community right now. I think I probably brought this up before. There's also the question of, people having conferences this year in light of COVID and everything. And how responsible is it? And I did post on on Facebook, asking this question, so have a couple of others. And it's an interesting thing that there's no one really ardently defending the having of conferences. The majority opinion seems to be, it's probably just a bad idea, given social distancing and the need of that. And you're packing a bunch of people into a room, in my humble opinion anyway, to see the same speakers, the same presentations, really nothing new. And is it really worth the risk in light of COVID and all the nasty things it can do to you? I would say no. Opinions may vary, but I would personally say no. But so far, with this being so overgrown, I'm going to have to find a muddy patch or something to look for tracks in the lake, or just be lucky and happen upon something. So to that end, enough of me yapping, and I'm going to take a slight break and cover some ground, and we'll be back if something interesting happens. I've changed course a couple of times on this so-called trail because it kind of winds into the middle of the area, and with it being overgrown because of summer, I don't really feel like spending my whole afternoon in here getting turned around. So I'm sticking to the trail that I believe I know. And so far, and like I said, this is an area that's been logged, so the appearance will be obvious. I've doubled back twice. One branch of the trail basically dead-ended. The other got so overgrown, I just didn't trust my instincts. So I erred on the side of not having a compass on me. And if I think we are where we are kind of like in a loose loop around behind the high meadow. And we're not finding any real sign of anything, but it's a hike I don't usually do in here, so I'm just keeping the trail in a situation where I can backtrack if I have to find my way back. It'll be more productive doing tracking in here in the winter when you can work with the snow. And then I might not be where I thought I was. Tempting to put the drone up for a pop-up and have a look. I might do that. Got all these nice stumps for launching pads. See where we are. So I'm going to take a break and I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to launch from like right in here. Get it up and have a look. If I can put it up through this hole. Alright, we are not where we thought we were. So we're going to backtrack a little bit. I thought we were behind the high meadow, but at 200 feet in the air, the drone is telling me it's nowhere around here. So this trail is a little more windy than we thought, and we're going to work our way back so as not to get so turned around, because this actually, in spite of just being the southern Berkshires, this is a big stretch of forest, and I really don't feel like wandering it all day trying to find my way back out. I had other plans for the later part of the day, but we're getting a good sense of exploration of this. I think what I need to do is take a day and explore like all the facets of this little logging trail, because apparently it's got more veins and arteries than I thought. And those are good for deeper ingress into the forest proper. You don't mind stepping over all the lovely downed logs and whatnot. But yeah, apparently we're not where we thought we were. And the part where I thought we were going to get to is so overgrown, I'm not gonna chance it. So the drone was doing something weird too, where it's got a beeping red light. The last time that happened, it was wet from rain or something. This time, not really sure. So I don't know what that bodes for him for the rest of the day, but we're going to backtrack our way out to a point where I know more familiarity, and we'll see what else we find. The ground is basically looking, sorry about that, looking, if I can get out of, like this, it's just hard leaf litter and the like, so we tracking subpar conditions. But just rake my shin with a Christmas tree looking kind of a tree. So just to get a quick pan, this is kind of where we are. And all right, we are on the trail, because there's the old deer stand. I'm going to shut up then. So, all right, we were on the trail the whole time. I don't usually hike this part of the forest in the summer. No particular reason why. So this is going to be one of those videos where we declare ourselves human and less than perfect. But also means I'm not lost and I know exactly where I am. All right, that's cool. As far as future plans go, we found potential tracks briefly in the Bowtie area up north, and had some potential track finds early on in the southern bog south of the Five Bogs. but nothing to really follow up on beyond that. No actual interactions or anything. So the family unit up there remains elusive. Number 3 may have a neighbor because they weren't the right size for number 3 near the bow tie area, so there may be a number 4. And we will be up there, not sure where yet, but sometime in the next 2 weeks. And I have that much time to formulate the game plan for that. Meanwhile, local vigilance will need some branching out of in the early and mid-fall, because this stretch is basically quiet. Or a squatching anyway. So we'll figure that out. With my luck the way I'm going today, watch me declare quiet and then walks out of the woods right in front of me or something. Anyway, again, to cover ground, we are going to take a break and listen to the dueling songbirds. And we will take a break for now. On Lost, we have come up along a winding hill and found the high meadow. Which is right here. So nice little trek through the backside of local vigilance. So I guess I'll have this be the outro, as they say in YouTube parlance, since I'm back to where I basically know where I am, and we're heading a little bit more towards being on our way out. So I guess I'll end the video about here.